Welcome back to the award-winning Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. I want to tell you how loyal our fans are, okay? Mr. Tyzone just called into our studio because he's having a hard time with his computer at home, huh, Alexia?
Right.
And so we have him on hold. The phone is off the hook so he can listen to the last 30 minutes of the show. We love our fans.
Yeah, way to go, Tyzone. Thanks for calling in. Although you were just very lucky that I was watching the phone
Yeah,
lines.
if we don't know you're calling, we don't look.
Right.
So,
Right.
so we're
we
glad
don't
we're there.
we tried taking callers for a little while, but it fucks our flow up way too much.
It does.
So speaking of flow, it's catch up time, and I think it's Alexia's turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So, I've had I told you a little bit about going to visit Mike's family, which was very nice. I talked to my mom this morning. I haven't seen her in a while, and that was very nice. She misses me a lot. I miss her too. She's getting some really bad advice. Somebody wants her to short sell her home because she's underwater, right? So they're talking about short sales, and then she can buy it back, and
But
then
she's lived there forever.
she's still underwater though.
Yeah, but I mean, she's only got to have a couple of years left on her mortgage.
Not anymore.
She's underwater.
Oh.
So, and then she tells me this morning as I'm talking to her that somebody told her she needs to do a bankruptcy.
No.
And she's got
Tell her to go see an attorney.
She's got like the most perfect credit ever, right? So she needs to sit down with somebody who does a little bit of everything that can tell her the best way to go.
I've talked to a lot of real estate agents in my time. And let me tell you something about short selling your home. You only need to short sell your home if you're in imminent danger of being foreclosed on.
Right.
Just because you're underwater does not mean you need to short sell your home. It just means that you made a bad investment. And you may not have made a bad investment. It's just that the market that you invested in is down now. There's nothing saying that in 5 years she won't have so much equity in her home that it's ridiculous.
All she wants to do, all she wants to do is just bring her monthly payment down.
Well, she
can renegotiate. Yeah,
right.
She can renegotiate her loan, and she doesn't even have to do a refi, really, because she is so far underwater. There are a lot of banks right now that are doing renegotiations.
And I believe Obama just came out with a program to help you get out from underwater.
To avoid foreclosure and short sale, a lot of banks are renegotiating loans right now.
His program will help her get out from underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't need to short sale or bankrupt or anything.
I gave her the name of a real estate agent who I really like from here at the station, and she hasn't called her yet because somebody told her that she doesn't want to do the short sale. I said, Mom, there's a lot of other options. Talk to a real estate agent.
You know what? Go with her.
Oh, of course I will.
Yeah.
Of course I will.
Actually, I know someone she should talk to before she sees a real estate agent. She should talk to a lender first, I think.
She should talk to an attorney.
Well, the real estate agent I'm thinking of does a show here, and she has a whole team of lenders and attorneys and everything.
That's smart. Yeah.
And that's what I said when I sent the email. I said, my mom is looking to get out from underwater of her home, and I thought you and your team might be able to help her because I listened to you on the radio, and I love you guys. So... But she hasn't called them yet because somebody told her that she needed to file bankruptcy.
That somebody, one of your relations?
Yes. So I got caught up with my family, and then I got to know a little bit more Mike's family, which was great. Speaking of, we went to see his Uncle Alan and his Aunt Carrie, and his Aunt Carrie, Mike comes from an entertainment family, right? Mm-hmm. We just talked earlier about Mike's great-grandmother being
from a long line of circus freaks.
Barnum and Bailey circus, right? And then when they got older, they went into like wardrobe, and the males went into stagehanding and stuff like that. And so Mike is a stagehand as well. His father was on both sides of his family, his father's side and his mom's side. And I learned, I learned this when I first met them, but Carrie used to be a dancer.
Like a woo-woo.
On the strip, a topless dancer on the strip.
Woo-hoo.
And married Alan, who was a stagehand. And
cool.
There's a great picture of them in the hallway. I should have taken a picture of it when they were young, like in the 70s.
She's got pasties on?
No. It's a regular portrait of a couple, right? It's not their fancy work, but I should have taken a picture because it was very 70s number one, but they were very beautiful. It reminded me of Heart to Heart. Remember Heart to Heart? With Robert Wagner and I can't remember the lady's name.
Jill St. John, was it? Or
maybe it was Jill St. John. But I love the way that those two looked. I love that show. Anyway, so Oh, Silent Mike worked this week, which was great because it's the slow season. So whenever he gets work during the slow season, it's pretty awesome. And we went to bed really, really late one night. It was like 2 a.m. or something like that when we finally went to bed. And I am dead asleep, and I wake up very suddenly because there's a penis going in and out of me.
No way.
Well,
You had sleep sex.
it was. Well, I know that's one of Silent Mike's things. He wants to have sex with somebody who's sleeping.
He wants to be completed all the way through their sleeping cycle.
That's
Right.
impossible.
It is, I think.
You're gonna
Nah.
get woken
Unless
up.
I take
Come
a
on.
Xanax or
I would
something.
say
Yeah.
take a Xanax.
You need to take an
Right.
Ambien and drink a glass of wine before you go to bed one night.
Like this. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
But I kind of had while I was falling asleep, I kind of had the clue because Silent Mike gives off clues. He always gives off
He's
clues.
got tells.
He does. And one of those tells is when he's rubbing. He rubs me, and I think it's to help me fall asleep because sometimes it is, but it depends on where the hands go when he's rubbing. So if he's rubbing like the center of the middle of my back, that puts me right out, right? So he'll put his hand there, but then his hand will go lower onto my butt and rub that part a little bit more,
And
and then
you're like,
onto my
"Oh."
thigh, and then around to the front a little bit. And it's very sensual and massaging kind of rubbing. But I can tell by where he rubs, and I should have known before I fell asleep. But I was so tired that I was just out. And then I woke up and there was a penis in me, and it was awesome.
That's funny.
She doesn't like morning sex, but she does like being woken up with sex.
I kind of do. It was very cool. So anyway, so I was thinking about starting this whole. You know how they have those cards that have number 501 LOL. It's so true.
Right.
And they have these little cards, So I think I'm gonna make a bunch of them whenever Silent Mike and I are conversing because we have the weirdest conversations, like the one where I said, exactly what are we going over to your aunt and uncle's for,
Yeah.
and he said for makeup, and I'm like, I need to bring my makeup. So I was gonna put that in a card, and there was the one where he had powder on his shirt, and I was brushing it off. Do you remember this story?
Mm-mm.
I'm brushing it off. I'm like, how did you get powder on your shirt? He goes, oh, it must have been from the mouse.
Mouse.
That's exactly what I said. I said, what mouse? He goes, the mouse and the stick.
Mouse and the stick.
I'm like,
Fucking mouse and the stick.
what mouse and the stick? And then he goes to explain to me that on the show that he does, there's this one place where our actor pulls out a mouse and it's on a stick, and then at the end of the little scene, he gets rid of it by throwing it down somewhere, and it's usually covered in powder, and then he has to go get it from under the stage, and when he does, he probably got some of the powder on him.
Oh, that's funny.
Mouse on a stick.
Like you have to pull it out.
I
of him.
do, and
Yeah,
and
pull
he
it
will
out.
wait. He will actually stop. He
He
goes,
does that on
oh, it
purpose.
must have been the mouse, and nothing. And I will wait because I'm thinking he's going to tell me the rest of the story.
Wait, 4 years into this relationship and you don't realize that this is just his way of having a weird ass conversation
Oh, no,
with
I'm
you?
learning it now. Yeah, I've learned it by now, so I play it up as much as I can, right? And yeah, it's great. I call it stop speak or mic speak.
Mike speak.
It's
That's
a mic
funny.
speak, and he does it. It's not just with me. He does it. He does it with everybody like that.
Where'd you get that broken leg from? There was this cat. What?
One of my favorites is he says he starts. I'm in the middle of something. I do a lot of work at home on my computer, websites for other people. So I'll be in the middle of doing stuff, and I'm a zoner where I go into a zone and I'm working, and I get a lot done that way. But he'll be over here on my left, and he'll start talking to me and telling me about his day or some guy at the store he ran into or something. And I will realize that he's talking to me about halfway through, and I will stop and I go, I'm sorry, babe, what did you say? I wasn't paying attention. And he does this whole
Ooh, that's a girl thing.
like a deep sigh and
My
like he's
husband
very
does that.
disappointed. And so I said to him, I said, if you just let me know that you want to say something to me by going like, hey babe, or something like that beforehand, it gets my attention. I will
Yeah.
stop what I'm doing and listen to you. And so right at that moment, as soon as I said it, he goes, hey babe. I met this guy at the store.
That's like my boss. I talk to myself a lot. I mumble under my breath, and we have adjoining offices. And so my boss will occasionally be like, "What did you say?" And I'll be like, "It's just like the dog. I'm going to say your name first, then tell you what I want to tell you,
Right.
and then say your name again.
Right.
It's just like the dog. I'm not talking to you unless I say, 'Hey, boss.' Blah, 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 blah. Boss."
And then a while ago, I told him that a while ago. Say, "Hey, babe," first. And so now it's the same thing. He just starts talking, and I will stop what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. I wasn't paying attention. What did you say? And he'll go, "Hey, babe." And that's just how he won't sigh anymore, which is great. He just says, "Hey, babe," and then repeats himself again. So
I need to remember that about Silent Mike because not so much anymore because I know him better. But like when we first started, when I first knew you guys, like I'd say sometimes Silent Mike's hard to talk to. Like he stops and like I'm supposed to. I remember a couple of times like he would be talking to me, telling me something, and he'd stop, and it's like almost like I'm supposed to know which direction the next part's
do you know?
going.
Is this where you're supposed to break in, or is
Right,
this a pause?
Am I
right,
supposed to
right.
laugh? Do I need to make a comment?
Yeah,
Like, now I'm sitting here looking stupid, and I have my thumb on my butt, and
you
I'm
know
like,
what?
I
I
don't know
think
what to
now I
do.
think Silent Mike knows he does that, so he does it on purpose.
What the heck was that?
Our light up here just like totally wigged the fuck out on us. It's like trying to give us all
Is it raining
seizures.
outside? Was it raining when you
Oh, I
went
don't
out?
know.
No, it was not. It was not raining
Ah.
when I went out
So
earlier.
anyway,
So
yeah, that's funny. Trees aren't even moving.
uh,
Oh,
that was. I don't mind the waking up to sex because I've told Silent Mike, like we discussed last week, I don't have a high sex drive. So and he's welcome to it whenever he wants. If it's before bed, he has to let me know so I can get cleaned up and everything and all that good stuff. And I usually get cleaned up before bed anyway. So
Right.
if we're already in bed and he wants to do that, that's fine with me too. I'm okay with that. And
You're
I
very
will,
accommodating.
and I
sometimes you
will,
just got to be the vessel.
and I
That's
will
it. That's
even,
my line. Sometimes you just got to be
I
the
will even
vessel.
do the morning sex. I mean, if that's what he wants, I'll even do that.
Right. I'm not a big morning
You
sex
don't
kind of
expect me
girl.
to go over and go and kiss you and stuff, but
See, here's my thing. I'll tongue you when you taste like my vagina, so I should be able to tongue you in the morning when you taste like morning. I'm okay
You're
with
a
it.
dirty bitch.
I am.
I got
Look,
him.
but
I got him on it.
But I also expect that if I tongue you after you eat my vagina, you should tongue me after I suck your cock.
You
Just
think?
saying.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
100. Yeah.
It's 100%. That is
Yeah.
not a
If I
60-40
will
street,
suck
baby.
your
That's fitty
face
fitty.
after you've licked my pussy, you better suck my face after you've come in my mouth.
I think guys think that's really hot to kiss you right after they've
Some
been down
guys
on
do.
you.
I have met guys where I've gone down on them, they come in my mouth, and even though I have swallowed it and it's been a few
Yeah.
minutes, I go up to give them a kiss, and they're like, "Oh no!"
No,
Oh, yeah,
They
no.
straight up avoid
No,
it.
most of the guys that I've ever met in my life avoid the whole kissing after fellatio. But if they go down on you, that's the first thing they want to do when they come up.
Yeah, they think
Is
that's
they
hot.
want to kiss you.
They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, look, I'm spreading your pussy all over your face. Don't you like it?"
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, won't you lick my teeth and get some cock on your tongue?
Well, I've talked to men and I've said, like, they'll be like, some of them, like, yeah, I've tasted my own cum.
If you say you've never tasted yourself, you're a lying sack of shit.
Because I've tasted myself.
Because I bet you the Dalai Lama's tasted himself.
I'll bet you
What's
he
with
has.
your Dalai Lama?
I don't know. I'm
tonight?
on a Dalai Lama kick.
She's on a Dalai
Yeah,
Lama
here's the
thing.
thing. I have spent the last 2 days cleaning and crocheting at my house because I have a bunch of projects I need to catch up on. And when I'm doing those things, I usually have either Animal Planet or the Science Channel playing in the background. And the Science Channel had an Ancient Mysteries marathon running today. So it was all about ancient Indian mysteries and old Egypt, and did Ramses really, chase what's his name through the sea and all this other stuff. So I've been on this really like Middle Eastern, Eastern European, Asian thing.
I've been doing Doctor Who all day.
Nerd.
I watched a
we are
movie
serious
Thank
nerds.
on
you.
HBO about Phil Spector.
Oh,
his
that's right. You were
trial.
telling me.
His trial.
Okay.
So, all right.
So your catch up.
Okay, I don't have much for this week. I've been busy. No, I had no random sex this week. But
It was
last
planned.
night I was at BBW Club Las Vegas, and I had posted on my Facebook early in the day that I feel the need to party like a rock star. I was trashed before I got there. Okay.
Before you
I
got
had a
there.
roadie on
She
in my
she
hand.
pre-partied.
I pre-party, so I'm
Well,
before I
it
get
doesn't
there.
start till 10, so you got plenty of time.
Yeah. So, but I'm outside. For some reason, there was a lot of people standing in the parking lot last night. Okay.
All looking
Now,
for
I was not
blowjobs.
out there giving blowjobs. I was out there talking to my friends. Well, I went. I had a drink in my hand, and I'm going to go back in the building. And I step up the curb. Well, I must have tripped, but it was like everything was in slow motion. Everybody around me said they seen it happen, and I go like half through the fall. I'm gonna fall. And I mean, I felt myself falling and I knew I was gonna fall. Okay. So the minute I fall, there was like, whoo, chivalry is not dead. There was
No.
like 6 men. Let me help, let me help, let me help. And I said, well, first, I think if I do this on my own, I'm better. Okay. So I roll over to like get up on my knees, so my ass is in the air. And of course, there's a couple. I'm like, no, 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 stay right there. You're good, right the way you are. Okay. I'm like, oh no, we have to change this plan. So I get up, roll. I'm sitting on my butt now, and there's these big, burly, beautiful men. I'm talking like beautiful. And they have my hand, and I go,
Beautiful.
I'm like, fellas, are you really going to be able to do this? Like, I'm a little scared. Like, you're going to drop me. No, no, we got you. And they're big guys,
I'm just afraid they're going to pull your arm out of the socket.
No, I'm afraid my big ass is too heavy to get up. I don't know.
Oh, you got
Or
two
no,
men.
Actually, what I was worried about, my feet would slip. When they pulled me,
Oh, gotcha.
my feet would slip. So I said, boys, I'm scared here. No, no, we got you. We got you. They grabbed me and pulled me up like I was fucking a baby just born.
Wow.
And I got up and I went, whoa, I'm falling again. Can we do that again? Because ain't nobody picked me up like that. So, needless to say, I went back in. I was more pissed off that I lost my whole drink out there when I fell.
Well,
All
you didn't hurt
35
anything,
cents
so
of-
that's
No, I
good.
didn't immediately hurt anything. I'm sore today.
Right.
Like my knee hurts. I know I fell on it. I'm sore today,
Now,
but
I have seen her fall, and she knows how to fall like a big girl. She knows she's fallen, and she can like twist in midair so she lands on her cushy parts.
yeah, I do.
and so
And
that's
like I said, this was so I knew it. I go, I'm gonna fall, and as I was falling. But she's right. I know not to land here. I know to get the knees out of the way, and to try to hit these thighs and this ass as much as possible.
Give a whole seminar on that.
I'm a fucking
We
klutz.
should.
I am a klutz.
we should totally give a seminar on being a clumsy fat bitch.
I
We
could
got
do
this
that.
covered.
I could do that.
I could too, because I
How
can
to
tell you.
not hurt yourself being a fat
No,
clumsy
how to
bitch.
take care of yourself when you do hurt yourself, or how to minimize the injury when you fall or stub your toe or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because I got the broken toe thing down. I got that shit
But it was
down.
funny because people told me like looked like your fall was in slow motion.
Right, right,
when
right.
I fell. So, but other than that, I've been busy all week. I can't
You know-
just tell you what I did. But
You know
I've
that
been-
song, Let Your Body Hit the Floor?
Yeah.
That's not what he meant.
So I went in and got another drink and started drinking some more. So hell, went in, did the Cupid shuffle. Life was good, So that's good. So that's about me this week. I can't.
So let
even
me
think
ask
what
you
I
something. When
did.
you don't have random sex, or you don't have a date, or you don't have planned sex, do you masturbate at all during the
Oh,
week?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I have to take care of that, baby.
Okay. So you don't go without at all.
Oh no.
Okay.
You just go without penis. Or
No,
you go
the
without
big
biological
decision-
penis.
The big decision is what kind of porn do I want to look at on the internet while I'm masturbating?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do erotica.
Usually it's lesbian porn.
Really? I like reading erotica.
Fat girl lesbian porn. I
There's-
like to read erotica too.
I've got a website for you guys if you don't already go.
Yeah.
there.
Penthouse
too.
Letters is.
I do too. I like.
Oh, Penthouse Letters is so cheesy. I got
It
a
is,
website
but it's still
that's
good.
got some good stuff.
That's what I
Yeah.
started with. You can't deny origins. Come on
That's
now.
true.
Now wait, when I was first starting out, or well, I didn't read forums on the internet, but we'd go buy the books, and I remember, and I would choose to buy the ones with more stories than the
Mhm.
ones with the pictures. 'Cause
Right.
Pictures don't do a lot for me. So, but no, that's
That's it for
Batman
me.
and I are trying to work out our schedules, and my daughter got a raise and a promotion, so she's been working more nights. We're gonna fix that really fucking soon. And so we're trying to get it together, and we'll see. I'm good.
Just got to be careful with Batman, though. I think
Well,
he's sniffing around for more than just.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we talked about that last week a little
Yeah.
bit. So I know that we got together on Wednesday. We had a really productive day, a very productive
We have
Wednesday.
had a
We
lot.
are
We did.
switching it up, aren't we? We're switching up
Well,
our
school
days.
started, so we need
Right.
to figure out what we're gonna do.
Okay.
this
Probably
week.
go to
I love getting
Fridays.
together with you ladies. We get a lot done when we get
do
together.
when we
Focus.
Yeah,
When we focus.
yeah. When it's just the three of us,
Yeah.
we whip through some stuff.
Yeah.
We
That's
sure
what we
do.
So,
right,
we
Sarah.
bitch at each other, but we all love each other when we walk out the door.
I hope so.
We do. I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I love you both.
It
Fuck
depends.
you, bitch.
Depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah,
if
it
I'm a little
depends if I-
constipated,
Wait,
I'm not
it
happy with
depends
anybody.
if I fed her when she picked up her kid that
Oh,
day.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
I hope you got a short catch up. It's a little bit less than 10 minutes.
It is a pretty short catch up. It's short because Callie guy's in Cali.
That's
so,
true. That
you
he
know,
is still
it's
in
not-
Cali.
Not a lot going on in the
But
sexual regions.
I never knew that you had this whole desire to be with the hermaphrodite.
Yes,
I am
it's-
going to keep my ear to the ground.
I want to be a
For
little
you.
person.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I do too.
I want to see
wait.
that. I don't want to
Wait,
be with a
wait,
little
wait.
person, but I
What?
want to see that.
I want to be with a little person.
You want to be with a little person, and so do you. You've never
Mhm.
been with a little person.
No.
I
have
wanna
big
see
cocks
that.
too, Michelle.
I want to see that with both of you. If that ever happens, I need to be invited to
Oh,
that
it'll
shoot.
be on my site.
Can I be the towel girl on site? Like, can I just whop up the stuff? Anyway.
I'll be a fluffer.
No, so I do. I have a lot of like kinky weirdo fetishes because that's what I am. But yeah, I would totally love to be able to interact with all of that at the same time because I love all of that. So
Wow.
that's just my thing. And you all know I have penis envy. I want to have a penis. I'd like to feel myself with my own penis.
A
But-
real penis, though.
a real penis,
and
though.
do a girl with it.
Yeah.
Or another dude. right?
Whatever. I'd poke it into anything. I'm sorry. If I had a penis, I'd be running around putting that in any hole that would take it. I'd be that guy that you could catch in the glory hole with lipstick and, a ring and all of that stuff going on down there. I'd be a mad fool with my penis if I had one.
I've never had a desire to have a penis.
Into
I
the
know.
mic, please.
I've never had a desire to have a penis.
Me either.
I like to play with penises, but I like to play with vaginas too. So
Yeah. So I would love to have a penis.
never said I wish I had a penis.
I don't want to go through the whole transition though, because I love Mango. Mango is my girl. But
Mango's what she calls her private
my
parts. Michelle.
vagina.
Do you have names for your private?
You don't have a name for yours?
No.
Mine's Poke Chops.
She's got pad thai. You wouldn't like going down over there.
It's spicy.
Yeah, you don't like those Thai noodles.
It's spicy.
It's fascinating. So I had this weirdo dream. It was so weird that when I woke up, I had to send an email to my boyfriend and apologize for my dream. It was so weird. So here's the setting for the dream. There's this like parade going on, and I'm really confused about this parade. I'm standing in front of what is supposed to be my boyfriend's house, but it's not really his house, but in my dream it is. And I know that he's coming out any minute now, and we're supposed to go somewhere together, but there's this parade going on, and I'm very confused about this parade. And suddenly this guy walks by, and everybody's like, it's him. And I'm like, dude, it is. It's Jesus. And it was just, it was like, he kind of looked like the Black Jesus. He was really good looking black dude, dreads, but he exuded that aura of Messiah. He was Jesus. You couldn't question it. There was no questioning it whatsoever. So I'm like, it's Jesus. And then my boyfriend comes out of the house and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like running after Jesus, and Jesus hands me his battery so that I can carry his battery for him.
You can't do a
So
battery.
I'm
Is it a car battery?
yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's like a car battery. So
Okay.
I'm carrying
Jesus runs on a battery. Okay?
I'm carrying Jesus's battery, and so this is my dream. So then we get to this place, and we kind of like walk through this door, and as soon as the door shuts behind me, I realize that he may be Jesus, but he's trying to kidnap me and all these other people for bad things. So I drop the battery, and I'm able to escape with like
Avenger Jesus.
I don't know what Jesus was doing, but he's bad Jesus. He was good. He was Jesus, but he was like bad Jesus.
But you was only collecting bad people, and you were a bad person.
No.
Oh.
He was just collecting whoever would follow him for bad reasons.
Gotcha.
And so I was able to escape, and I was able to, escape the people who were chasing me.
She had to escape
But
Jesus.
I had to escape Jesus and his followers. And I had to climb up over all these fences. I was doing like all this parkour shit, like bouncing around off walls and stuff. But the reason I was able to hide from them is because I went back to the a convent that they were parked right out in front of with this like Jesus is taking you away van. So they didn't think I would come back to that same spot. So I'm inside this convent. The nuns are hiding me. And then I realize there's another way out of the convent that they'd never see me, but I have to go out in disguise.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you take the battery with you when you escaped?
No, I left it.
Okay.
And suddenly this van full of singing nuns shows up and they come in through this entrance and I'm like, I can leave with the singing nuns. They will let me go with them. But I had to take my stuff with me. For some reason, I had a room full of shit at this convent for whatever reason. And I'm like, I've got to take this camp stove because it's my boyfriend's and I can't leave without it. And I've got to take this. And then my dad was there helping me pack my stuff into the van with the singing nuns.
At the convent.
At the convent. And then I woke up and because they're all like trying to get my stuff.
And Jesus was standing over you with his battery going, you're supposed to carry my battery!
What did you eat before you went to bed that night?
Hummus. It was roasted red pepper, Athenos Greek hummus. That's what it was.
Oh my God.
So it was just so weird. I woke up out of a dead sleep with that. And I woke up, you have a case of a what the fuck? Just like, what the fuck was that? Like, I can't. So I immediately picked up my phone. I didn't even get out of bed. And I emailed my boyfriend and I said, I promise that I will never run away with Jesus and carry his battery for him.
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask, why did you have to apologize to Cali guy?
Because I left him standing there without any explanation about what happened.
To follow Jesus with
to
his
follow
battery.
Jesus so I could carry his battery. It's just the
That's
weirdest
But
fucking
it's
thing.
Jesus. I mean,
I know.
If you know that somebody is you know in your heart that somebody is Jesus, aren't you going to stop whatever the hell you're doing and
follow Jesus?
follow Jesus?
That's it.
Well, that's what she did.
But then I found out that Jesus wasn't all that great.
Right.
He's like kind of nasty and wanted to kidnap people for what I realized was going to be very bad things. And so I had to get away from Jesus. Jesus is great, but be wary. Be wary of Jesus carrying batteries.
Or be wary of people who you think is Jesus carrying batteries.
No, he was Jesus. Swear to God. He was Jesus.
You know what? I've had those dreams where like I see somebody and in my brain I know it's this person, even though they don't look like that person.
Yeah.
But you know in your brain that it's that person.
Do you know what my dreams have been lately? Not the dreams that
Not
themselves.
your sexual vision dreams, right?
No. Things that I've noticed in my dreams lately. On almost every single dream, before I wake up, I see something with a time on it. And I go, and I say to myself, while I'm dreaming, oh, it's only 6:45. I've got another 15 minutes before I have to get up. And I will always open my eyes, and it's never the same time.
No.
Never. Never.
I had an incident this week. I told Sweet Cheeks about it. I woke up, I went to bed. I was feeling like, oh, I'm not going to get to bed. I was having a bad case of the insomnias. And I went to bed and then I fell asleep and I fell asleep hard. And then I woke up because I had to pee. And I woke up and I was refreshed and happy and raring to go. And I was like, this is going to be an awesome day. So I checked my phone just to make sure what time it was. It was 2:44 in the morning. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going back to bed. I don't care how happy I think I am now. I'm going back to bed. It was weird.
That wasn't the morning that, oh shit, I didn't wake up.
No, it was like morning after, 2 days after. Whatever.
I love dreams. I love when my dreams are vivid like that one.
Yeah.
I love that.
I remember every detail. Like if I saw the nun who was the lead singing nun, I would know her on the street right now today.
I have some great dreams. I try to write them down when they're that adventure filled. I have one where I got shot in the back and I could feel the bullets as I was running.
Is that the one where you're running in the underground city with that friend of ours who's a rocker? Where the zombie vampires are chasing you?
No.
No.
Oh my God.
There was one where I won money. I won on Keno at the Palace Station. And I freaked my friends out. I wrote up the dream and everybody called me. Why didn't you tell me you won money? I said, you didn't finish the story.
Yeah.
It's a dream.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
Do you do a lot of dreaming? Do you dream a lot?
I do. I don't remember it.
No?
Or if I do, I'll remember when I get up. But then after a while, I forgot.
Got to keep a dream journal. It
Yeah.
helps you to remember.
Yeah, but
Or you know what I do is I just start talking. I tell somebody. As soon as if I wake up and I start talking, I don't care if he's listening or not. As long as I start telling him the dream, I'll keep it in my head, and I'll remember bits and pieces that I've
Yeah, my
forgotten or
husband will
whatever.
tell me all about his dreams. But I don't know.
We've had a great time.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you
been
so
a
much
great
for
show.
coming.
Thank you.
MichelleAustin.com.
No, Michelle-Austin.com.
Michelle-Austin.com. Go to our website or our Facebook, and you saw the links there. This is Alexia.
Sweet cheeks.
And Sierra wishing you all a good night. And remember,
Fuck often. The Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City Radio Show is brought to you by VegasAllNetRadio.com, the final frontier of free speech.